We're live! We're trying to... Alright. Yeah, that's kind of...
Too high?
Yeah.
Let's just move it down. Watch. There.
Cool.
Perfect.
Alright, there we go.
Give me a tilt on it, but I'm not too worried about it.
This is fucking cold. God damn.
Damn
Hey.
MVP.
What's up, John? How you been, buddy? So we're just gonna do a little show here. I don't know if we're gonna do a recap later or post this live.
I'll just post
We kind of had a shabby start to the live feed.
It's okay. They don't care. They understand.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we actually hope all is well, guys. Leaving for a baseball practice. I'll have to catch up on the video later. So. All right, right on, man. We'll have fun with the kids. Oh, it's basketball now, actually, not baseball. Basketball, huh? Yeah. Oh man, we beat you to the punch, huh, Maiko? You know Hey, what's up, Snoop? Man, you're always on our live. All you guys are always on our live feed, so we appreciate that. But today we took a trip to Taco Bell, as we always do. And Eric and I have
By the way, welcome to the after party.
Yes, after party. So Eric and I always have the best conversations when we're at Taco Bell.
And then we forget everything that we talked about.
Yeah, we always forget everything we talk about, but we never have the best conversations on Baseball Card Junkies TV. But today what we were talking about is like, and a lot of people talk about this, but we were really we had a pretty fun conversation. We were talking about like well, it started when Eric was talking about, we were talking about this Facebook group, Baseball Cards Collectors and Keeping It Real or something,
Yeah.
and how he got kicked off that group because he was arguing with that guy Chuck, the administrator on the group. Well, you could tell the story.
Hair Shitero. So I got banned for life from that group because the founder of the group, Chuck Sotero, posted this stupid post about how he's foreseeing that the stock market is going to crash, and this was like 2 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a while ago. He's foreseeing, and all the signs are indicating that the stock market is going to crash. And he's so glad he has a high grade vintage collection because he thinks that investors are going to flock to the sports cards arena to get all of their to get all of their money back. And I was like, dude, you're a moron. Because all those people, first off, all those people have advisors to tell them the stock market's going to crash. You might as well sell everything you have. And the first thing they're going to do is turn around and put it into something tangible like
A commodity, maybe.
A commodity or real estate, usually real estate or something like that. And the reason that they wouldn't flock to a hobby as an investment is because that's disposable income. People are buying baseball cards or playing golf or doing all that other stuff with expendable income. And if you don't have that, i.e. losing all your money in the stock exchange, you're probably not going to be putting money into high-grade vintage cards. And subsequently, I got banned from that group.
Yeah, but anyway, so but the point of that is it got us talking about like the card collecting hobby, and it's, I mean, we all love to say, hey, what up, baseball collector? But anyways, we love to say that that we're all hobbyists, right? But really, it's an investment too. But not only is collecting baseball cards, or whatever it is that you collect, not necessarily baseball cards, but in our case, we're going to talk about baseball cards, because this is Baseball Card Junkies TV. Mm. But not only is it a hobby, but to me, there's like different aspects about being a baseball card collector. And we had a really fun conversation today at Taco Bell. So I was saying, like, it's an investment, it's a gamble, and then it's an addiction, in addition to being a hobby. Mm-hmm. So we figured we would talk about that, maybe like even cover some of those traits about card collecting. But like for me, I'm definitely not the gambler type, and the reason why I say that is because I don't break wax. I don't like breaking wax. I like to know what I'm getting. But I'm definitely the addict, baseball card junkies.
Yeah.
And I'm what was the other one? I already forgot what I was saying.
Investor. A little bit of an investor.
Like yeah, I mean we all want it. Well, we don't like. I guess my point, like about being an investor, is nobody wants to spend $100 on a card that's not worth anything.
True.
I guess that's my point. Nobody wants to spend $100 on a card that's not worth anything. So even if we're just pure hobbyists, we still want our collection to be worth money.
Yeah.
Like we're not out there like walking on the beach picking up cool rocks and putting those cool rocks in a collection. I mean, if that's your hobby and you're picking up cool rocks and you're not investing anything to acquire the cool rocks, then who cares what they're worth? But in our case, I mean, we have to spend money on these things.
There's a market value to baseball cards.
Exactly.
Or sports cards in general.
Yeah. And then there's always kind of that comfort knowing that if the shit hits the fan, your hobby can help you get through that. So
True.
I guess that's the point. Anyway, man, I wish we could hit it Taco Bell style. You know.
So one of the things that came up, excuse me, one of the things that came up is I don't remember names, but even if I did, then it would remain nameless. There was just another discussion on a Facebook group where a person was showing some cards of a very prominent modern player. And saying that one of the cards that he has was a graded example that he was offered $300,000 for. And
what year was this card?
2009. It was
2009.
It was which by the year you could probably guess what it was or who it was, but it was a 2009 Bowman Chrome, number to 5, yada yada yada, a specific player, and he said, "Oh, someone's already offered me." $300,000 for it. This is gonna, yes, Pepino. This is gonna be worth. This is gonna be worth $500,000 in 10 years. And I was like, well, you're crazy you're crazy if you were offered $300,000 for that card and you did not take the offer, because for a modern card, for any baseball card, minus maybe a handful of baseball cards. Probably less, will ever fetch a price of $300,000.
Man, $300,000 for a card printed in 2009. That's
true.
Just crazy.
And
dude.
Not just that, but the number of collectors out there that are willing to spend that kind of money on a baseball card are so few and far between that if you have somebody that's legitimately offering you $300,000, says here's the cash right here, or a certified check, whatever. You take it, you hand him the card, and you fucking run to the hills laughing, giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Yeah. And somebody commented about the 52 Mano. I think it was Baseball Collector. And we were actually talking about the 52 Mano earlier today.
Another one we were talking about.
And, well, like, my point on the 52 Mano is I think that the price of high-grade vintage, I just don't see it getting... I'm flabbergasted every time the prices keep going up because, I mean, I don't know. It's just this like high grade vintage relative to, let's say, fine art is not that rare. And what I mean is, like, for example, the 1952 Mickey Mantle Topps number 311 from the High Series. There was like a find, I don't know, like 20 years ago, that guy Mr. Mint found like a sealed case of high number 1952 Topps. Mm-hmm. And so there was like a lot of high grade Mickey Mantles out there. They're not that uncommon. And like I think we were talking, and I figured like a PSA 7 now on one of those would sell for like $100,000.
Well, the most recent was a PSA 6.
Yeah.
That sold for $58,000.
Okay, so
and then another one for $55,000.
And I'm thinking like a PSA 7 would sell for about $100,000, right?
Somewhere in that range.
A PSA 8, who knows? And PSA 10s are going to sell for $1 million plus, right? So, but like if you got like a piece of fine art, there's only one of that piece of fine art, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because people that can spend $1 million on a baseball card are the same people that are going to spend $1 million on a piece of fine art.
They're buying
you don't
it,
have collectors that
they're
are.
not buying it because they are baseball card collectors. They're buying it because it's a piece of what's considered Americana, which is art, fine art, whatever. They're hobbyists, they're collectors, but it's for a different purpose, and they're also a little bit of a there's a lot of investment in there as well.
It's all investment. No one's going to spend $100,000 on a card that has multiple copies, or $1 million that has multiple copies, without the figuring, okay, well I'm gonna be the I'm gonna own it for a couple of years and then I'm gonna move it, right? You want to own it for a couple of years because it's cool, and then you want to move it for like 125% of what you paid for it.
Hopefully more than that.
Yeah, well, I mean that's who's buying all that.
They're buying it because they can.
That expensive stuff. It's just it's investors. I mean, so anyway, so
yeah, a lot of it is that. But yeah, anyway. So that was our discussion primarily about how many 1952 mantles do you think exist?
A lot more than you think, because that was a triple printed card.
I was just
so basically, what a triple print card is, when they have an uncut sheet, right? There were 3 Mickey Mantles on an uncut sheet from 1952 tops.
So the sold listings 1952
there's
top
a lot
mantle,
of 52 mantles.
505 results in the sold listings.
On eBay?
On eBay. What is that, like the last 3 months?
Yeah. So there's a lot of 52 mantles. So I think that was the only triple printed card in the 52 Topps High Series.
Yeah.
So, oh man, see you, Schmitty. Thanks for stopping in. We're over here having a conversation, then trying to read. Yeah, I know. We got to go swim in the Hudson River and get all those 52 mantles that were dumped from way back in the Oh, right on. Thanks, Schmitty. Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot. So I don't see those cards sustaining that kind of value forever. Yeah. So if Snoop, there's a book called Mint Condition, and you might want to read that book. They talked about what Topps did, but they were like, they didn't know what to do. They had like a warehouse, and it wasn't in 52 that they dumped them. It was like in the late 50s or early 60s. They were taking up too much room in the warehouse at Topps, and Topps couldn't figure out how to move their high series cards, so they just end up putting them on a barge and dumping them into the Hudson River.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we want to have an annual Baseball Card Junkies meeting from Baseball Collector. I don't know if you saw Mike's video yesterday, but he was like...
Which one?
Baseball Collector.
Yeah, Mike. Are you talking Mike O? Or
No. It's a different channel.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and he was talking about like, why don't baseball card videos get like 100,000 views, like fishing channels and gun channels?
Because there's not 100,000 baseball card collectors on YouTube searching for
how
do I organize my sports cards.
There's just not enough of us out there, I guess, but. Yeah, there are a lot of mics.
You guys got to you can start going by your middle names.
Yeah. But, you got to watch. I mean, basically, there's just not enough people out there collecting cards that are in the YouTube community, I guess. Yeah. That's why
I don't think they look at YouTube as a resource for the hobby.
Maybe. Badass. Okay, we're just gonna call you Badass from now on.
So another thing we were talking about that was involved with the aspects of collecting was the addictive side of it, or the hoarder aspect of.
Yeah, no. Well, like my point was like when we were talking, right? My point was like, okay, like for example, for set collectors, right? Because it's really funny about set collectors. Like, what do you do? Okay, so you build a set. And the fun part about building the set is finding the cards for the set. That's the fun part. And then getting that last card and completing the set, especially if it's like a tough card to find. And then once you complete the set, what do you do with it? you put it in a box, you store it somewhere, and you never look at the cards again. Like all the sets that I have, I got like 20 sets here that I built when I was a kid. I had an absolute blast piecing the sets together, and then ever since I built them, I've stuck them in a box, and I literally don't look at those cards. So the reason why I stopped building sets is because I just don't want to have all these boxes full of cards that I'm never going to look at again once I'm done building the set. I don't know. I guess I still have a couple of sets I've been kind of working on, but I just kind of put them on the back burner because.
I mean, if you had a cool set like the 1997 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractors or whatever, I'm sure you'd look at it.
Well, that would be in a I don't know if I'd put that set in a binder though. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jeff. So, anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm not a set collector. I mean, every time I'm putting cards into a binder of a player or something like that, I'm looking through the other cards as well. So
yeah.
It's like a constant enjoyment factor.
Well, if you're going to be a set collector, like Pepino just said, he loves his sets, you might as well put them on binders and have like shelves up, the way your setup is. That's the only way you're going to end up looking at them.
Yeah, true.
But
true.
Me, I just stick them in, except for my 59 set, my 78 set, I have those in binders. But the rest of them I just stick in boxes and I don't think about them.
Yeah.
So, what is a favorite set I ever put together by hand? Well, that's easy. That's a 59 Topps baseball set. That was a lot of fun. And for you guys that don't know the story behind it, basically, my dad, when he passed away, I inherited all his childhood cards, and he had about 300 of the 572 cards in the set. And I remember thinking when I was a kid, it would be really fun to finish this set. And I always knew what my dad had throughout my childhood and everything. And so then when he passed away, I got all his cards, and I finished putting the set together. That was a lot of fun. I kind of felt like I was finishing off something my dad started as a kid. And for me, that was a big investment. I don't have a ton of money to spend on cards, so to be able to finish that set, even though it's not in mint condition or near mint or even, it's probably like very good to excellent condition overall. So like if I were to if every card was slabbed, it would probably be like a 3 to a 3.5 average grade or something like that.
So. Baseball collector, I think I am. I'm pretty sure I am. If not, I'll take a look and here, I'll do it right now.
Oh, Pepino, yeah, I saw you've been busting a lot of that 2017 gold label. I guess you've been picking those boxes up at the Hall of Fame sports cards, right? With Eric. Not this Eric.
Different Eric.
But Eric at Hall of Fame sports cards.
That's a
baseball collector, yeah.
That's an ambitious set.
Yeah, that's definitely a fun set. Yeah, you got to check out his videos. He's got a good collection. Yeah.
Pretty sure I am.
Well, then I guess we'll find out. He's looking right now on his phone.
Yeah. Take an hour to load.
It's probably like 100 card set or something like that. Usually, some of the that higher end product they don't want filler players in it. They want all big names.
So you're not gonna put together all the class 2s, class 3s.
Well, I don't know if they do that on the gold label now. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, they do, because I have class 1, class 2, class 3, Mark McGuire, the
from
base.
2017.
From 2017.
Well, then there you go. They got all 3 classes.
And then they have the red, blue, black.
Yeah, yeah. They got like 3 variations per card, just like how it was back in the late '90s, early 2000s. I love those gold label cards. For the older ones, the newer ones have thinner stock. The older ones had a thicker stock.
They were thicker.
Yeah. Apparently, Topps is. You seen it? Oh, okay. Topps Gallery, huh?
That's probably him right there, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Subscribe now.
Damn, dude. All right, he subscribed to you now. He did. card per player. Okay, so you're gonna put together like a mutt set then. You don't care about what class the card is. You just want to have one example of each guy that's in the base set, it sounds like. So what else were we talking about? Man, we had like a good ass conversation today at Taco Bell. For whatever reason, it's not translating as well on video.
All the different Facebook groups that are available.
Oh, yeah. I won't go into that. We don't want to talk about that here. Oh, I made it.
Score.
Are awesome. The base aren't nearly as nice as the ones from the 90s. Yeah. Yeah, the mutt set, yeah.
Yeah, the gold labels from the 90s had the refractor, even in the early, like, 2000s.
Yeah. Hey, so, Pepino, congratulations on your 600 subs. And Mike O hitting 2,000. Oh, man, see, my battery's dying. That's why I got to plug this fucking thing in.
There you go. What? Facebook is definitely more popular than YouTube for collectors.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's just because it's easier to take a photo and put your cards on Facebook than it is. And then, yeah, I know. Well, you got an entertaining channel, so it doesn't surprise me. But like Facebook too, it doesn't take as much time to like look at people's pickups. You can just like look at photographs. Whereas on YouTube, you have to allot time to watch people's videos, and that could be time consuming. The only reason why I watch so many videos, I'm really lucky where I work. I can spend about 2 or 3 hours a day watching YouTube videos. If I didn't have that time, trust me, I would not be watching as many videos. People are lazy to make videos. I enjoy making videos myself, so I don't mind doing it. You guys can
Only
make videos, ugly
videos.
ugly guys focus on Facebook. Hey, there you go, Pepino. Hey, dude, if you gotta watch fucking Pepino's video response for Adam Hawes' contest with the 10 questions.
Okay.
And he had very fascinating first jobs. Let's just put it that way. What'd you guys?
Would we buy a 2000 traded Altuve?
You know what? Okay, like, I have an opinion on that 2000 tops traded Jose Altuve card. And it like, I know that people like to collect it because of set registries from PSA, and that's why the card is worth so much. But I can't stand that fucking card because it's not a picture of just Jose Altuve. And I don't know what it is about Altuve, but it seems like a lot of his cards he's pictured with other people. But it's like him jumping up, giving a high five to somebody or something. It's just not a good image of him. So I'd rather have his 2010 Bowman Chrome refractor or something. I mean, to me that would be a more desirable card, even though it's not the most.
He's being carried like a baby.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Even though it's
like
not his most
5'2".
like sought after rookie card, or however you want to put it. He's so small he cannot. I know. Altuve is a little feller. Man, when we were watching the World Series, my wife was like, "Oh, there's that little guy I like." I was just like, "Oh my God, man!"
Well,
if Altuve
since when
hurt
did they start letting 10-year-olds play?
I mean, he's shorter than my
baseball?
wife, man. My wife's like what, 5'4" or 5'5" or something like that.
She's taller than that.
Maybe 5'6", and Altuve is sitting at 5'2". But that little guy can hit, man. God damn.
He's got some power. Man.
Yeah, I know. We're all clowning Altuve. Maybe that's why people don't collect him. They're like, I can't collect someone that's shorter than me. Okay, so when are we gonna do a video with our wives? Now, if you watch Baseball Card Collector's video, you know he's had a few videos with his wife on there. I don't know that my wife would actually go on camera. I'm gonna go ask her if she wants to join in.
My wife definitely would not want to go on camera. She'd be like, I'm not going on that stupid baseball card channel.
Want to go say hi to my viewers? No?
She just said no.
They're asking, like, when are you gonna introduce your wife?
So anyway, Micah, to answer your question about what I had from Taco Bell, I had a number 8, which with 3 soft tacos, and then a bean burrito. And Nate had some crazy big burrito thing. Hey, we got doggies in here now. This is Zoe. Oh, thank you. You're gonna get in trouble.
It's just cute. Hey guys, come on. My hyper dogs.
My wife doesn't hate my channel quite like yours does, Pepino, but she definitely hates the hobby. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm lucky. I met my wife after I divorced my first wife, so we are independently like financially not dependent on one another. So I get to do whatever I want with the hobby, and my wife doesn't know about it, and she doesn't care. So it's just because we're older when we got married, so it's not like you get married when you're 20 and then have a kid and like all your finances are kind of intertwined.
Yeah, or
like,
she just doesn't care and wants you to be able to do your own thing.
Yeah, I can do my own
get
thing.
Enjoyment out of something.
Yeah, I asked her. I actually just went in there and she said she doesn't want to hop in on this live show. So anyway, I assume that she's. Well, she just doesn't want to be on my channel, I guess. So, Mike, aka Baseball Collector, it seems like you have the wife joining you on the channel cornered. You have that whole shtick cornered. So I don't know. I'll ask her again maybe.
Your shtick is safe.
She probably wants to like put on her makeup.
Sandra was on one video you guys did.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. When I think we had to say something 3 times fast. I can't remember what it was. So she did make an appearance once, but bass fishing show up with.
Oh, I am into bass fishing. I fished tournaments for like 3 years in a row. She didn't like that either.
Hey, Caesar, is your LCS Hall of Fame cards now? Is that your closest LCS? Or do you have to go out of your way to go to that card shop? I would love to meet that guy Eric. He seems like a super cool guy, man. I like him a lot. I've been following that channel for a while now. I think I was following it when he first started it. Hey, what's up, Jerome? That's awesome. Your wife does your Yankees cards. That's awesome. Oh yeah, we got base cards. Oh, okay. It's the Frank and Son. That's the one that Aaron Davis was telling me about, right? Where it's like a big warehouse and there's about 20 to 50 or whatever dealers in there. All right.
I'm gonna run to McDonald's. I'm craving an ice cream cone. Do you guys want anything?
Oh, I'm okay, thank you.
McFlurry, sundae.
What should I get at McDonald's, guys? My wife's gonna go to McDonald's and get a treat.
They have a Rolo Rolo McFlurry now, I think.
Oh, I don't like Rolo.
M&M's, Oreo McFlurry.
Ooh, I'll go M&M.
Eric.
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay.
You
Thanks.
sure?
Yeah. I'm
All
fine.
right.
Egg McMuffin. They don't serve those.
Oh man, yeah. I guess that's not an all day long thing. So
we do have base cards. They go in binders a lot of the time.
Yeah. Actually, I got a binder right here full of random cards. If you guys want to see what this is like, this is my overflow binder here.
The limbo binder.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know. I just put just a bunch of random cards in this thing. But these are all base cards. There's my boy. There's my boy right there, Willie McGee from Richmond, California. Damn, you guys got a lot of LCSs down there in Southern California, should I say? So these are all base cards, though.
Yeah, if you're trying to make a little money, base cards usually aren't going to do it for you.
Nah, base cards are
You're talking like a penny a card.
Yeah, base cards aren't worth anything. Base cards are for like people that enjoy having fun with the hobby. Make sure to grab
Or
bags.
make grab bags out of your base cards. You could, but still, you're dealing with cards that are, not going to be.
Yes, Pepino, a base head. Hell yeah. I hear you. So, another thing that we were talking about, nearest 55 miles, man. So you probably have to make like a big.
That's like a day trip.
Yeah, that's like an event, man, to go to a card shop at 55 miles. But another thing we were talking about, we're actually gonna probably make a video for this. I don't think we're gonna post this on our channel. It's just.
Might as well. We're spending time on doing it.
I guess.
He said he wants to watch it.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. JMVP. Well, we better do that then. But anyways, we're gonna do an actual video on this subject matter, but I started thinking about it because I was watching a video. I think it was Snoop12922. Oh, Oreo or M&M? Oh, my wife wants to know what I want, Oreos or M&Ms. But I can't text her because I'm on a live feed. So she'll figure it out. She'll do whatever, baby. It don't matter. But she can't hear me, so I don't know why. But I think the card shows.
He misses the card shows of the junk wax.
Oh
era.
shit, man! Card shows of the junk wax era. You get those like little plastic containers where you could put like 50 cards in it, and there'd be like 50 of the same rookie card, like Marquise Grissom 1990 score. Yeah, I'll take a couple of Marquises there.
$5 each.
Yeah, exactly. Man. But anyways, we were talking about relic cards, and are relic cards, do they really contain game-used material from an athlete pictured on the card in a Major League Baseball game or whatever? But I mean, because this is Baseball Card Junkies, we're going to keep it to baseball. And in my opinion, there are cards that do contain relics from a Major League Baseball game from the player on the card. However, I think the majority of the cards, they're not actual relics of that player from a Major League Baseball game. So.
Well, I think it designates on the back usually or somewhere. It'll say.
Hey, what's up, Manny? Dude, you got to check out Manny's channel. Actually, he's a newer YouTuber.
Right.
But he's got a really good channel. Check it out.
So on the back of the card, it'll say, "This is this relic or jersey or whatever was worn or used by this major league player in an official major league game."
No, but some of them are like here. Like I'll show you here. Like on the Panini, I noticed. Let me grab a relic card. So it says the enclosed game-used material is guaranteed by Panini America Incorporated. So what this is saying, this is like a jersey, or there's a relic swatch in this card. And it says the enclosed game-used material. So what they're saying is this was used in a game. Doesn't specify what kind of game, and it doesn't specify who used it. So this could be a game-used material in a Sandlot game by Little Johnny, right? I mean, it doesn't say that it was. It doesn't say, like it says the enclosed game-used material is guaranteed by Panini America Incorporated. So it could be a game-used material by Matt Williams in a spring training game. Because it doesn't say it's a piece of game-used material worn by Barry Bonds in an official Major League Baseball game. So anyways, yeah, the authentication of the relic is poorly done. So basically, for me, like the appeal of these cards isn't so much that it has like a relic in it. It's just that it's numbered to 99 and it's Barry Bonds and it's cool, right? So that's why I like collecting it. It's the relic. It probably wasn't worn by Bonds in a Major League Baseball game. So some of the older stuff is a little bit
When
more
it says the enclosed game worn material is guaranteed by Panini America,
incorporated.
That's implied that
It's
Barry
implied.
Bonds'
Well, what Panini wants you to do is they want you to read what you want to see. But most people aren't actually going to take it literally. They're just, oh, this is a game used material and it's guaranteed by Panini. That must mean Barry Bonds wore it in a Major League Baseball game. But it doesn't say that. So, anyways, enclosed game used material is game. Yeah. So anyway, basically you're not buying an actual relic that player depicted on the card wore in a Major League game, most likely. Now here's a different card. This is like a congratulations, you have received a Sammy Sosa game used patch and Barry Bonds game used base trading card from the Upper Deck Company. On the front of this card, okay, so here's like a little bit more specific on this card. So I always recommend, you know, if you really want to make sure you're getting game used, to really read it. So I'm going to read what this one says. It says, congratulations, you have received a Sammy Sosa game use patch and a Barry Bonds game use base trading card from the Upper Deck Company, LLC. On the front of this card is an authentic piece of a patch worn by Sammy Sosa in an official Major League Baseball game and an authentic piece of a base that was used in an official Major League Baseball game. So the Bonds game used base, or the Bonds relic isn't saying it's in a game that Bonds played, and it's just saying that the base swatch was used in a game. Was used in a Major League Baseball game at Safeco Field during the 2001 All-Star Game. So that means that piece of base was during the 2001 All-Star Game. Okay. We hope you enjoy these pieces of MLB history as we at the at the Upper Deck Company continue to keep you closer as you can get. So the authentication on this card is what
Very
you want to look
specific.
for if you want something that is actually a relic worn by that player in an official Major League Baseball game. So here's another one. So I'm going to do a video on this, or the Baseball Card Junkies guys are. We will post this video, Snoop, but we're going to do a video specifically for the subject matter too. And actually, I think it was your videos that prompted me to do this, because you're doing your whole Relic Hall of Fame collection, and you're going to want to, if you want actual relic pieces from players that were used in official Major League Baseball games, you're going to have to do more research on your purchases. So like this card here. Okay, so it says, congratulations, you have just received an authentic game-worn uniform card of Bobby Bonds and Barry Bonds from 2002 Topps Baseball. An authentic game-worn uniform card. So here, basically what that's saying is these were pieces of uniform worn by Barry and Bobby Bonds, but it doesn't specify if these pieces were worn during a Major League Baseball game. So
game worn.
it's game worn, but what kind of game, right? It doesn't specify a Major League Baseball game. So it could have been a game that Barry and Bobby were playing catch in their backyard. You never know, right? It doesn't specify. So you really have to pay attention. And I'll show you the first card that when I realized that this was a situation, I spent like $100 on this card too. But Snoop, this might interest you a little bit. But I'll be right back. All right, 500. Oh, I gotta find the card. I don't know where.
Hey, which one's Manny Castillo? What is his picture?
I don't know. I'll help you find it later.
No, let's go like this. Manny Castillo baseball.
Oh, no wonder. I'm looking in the wrong freaking box. Okay. Okay, so it's this card right here. Okay. So this particular card right here It's a it's some Topps tribute Babe Ruth. Hey, what's up, Jerome? And it's got a piece of wood in it, right? So I paid like $100 for this card back when Babe Ruth, wood relic cards went for $100 if you could get it for cheap. All right, but they a lot of times they sell for more. But it says, okay, on the back it says a relic contained in this card is not from any specific game, event, or season. All right. So the first time I actually looked on the back of a card to read about the relic, I damn near shit my pants because it doesn't say anything about this being a bat card, doesn't say anything about it being a Babe Ruth bat card, and it doesn't say anything about it being a Babe Ruth bat card from a Major League Baseball game. So who knows what that piece of wood is? And I've heard rumors that the relics in those cards were from a Yankee Stadium bench. From the old Yankee Stadium when they were tearing it down and building the new Yankee Stadium. The bench from the dugout is what those wood relics were from. So just be really careful. If you got to really make sure that you read the authentication on the back of the cards. I would say 90%, guys, 90% or more, maybe even more, of the relics are not actually from.
Well, it says right here, this is a memorabilia card of New York Yankees outfielder Babe Ruth.
Well, it's a memorabilia card and it depicts Babe Ruth, but it doesn't say what the memorabilia is.
I mean, it could.
It doesn't say
be a batting practice bat.
Well, it doesn't say anything about a bat. Guys, I'm telling you, the relic in this card was not a piece of Babe Ruth's bat. I know that for a fact now.
It could have
but
been
when
like
I purchased
the actual bench in Yankees dugout.
Exactly. When I purchased this card, I purchased it because I believed I was buying a piece of one of Babe Ruth's game-used bats from his playing career.
What year is that? Like 2002?
This is like 2010. So, anyways, this is the first time, like the first time I actually read about it, or read the what it said on the back of this card. I was pretty upset. So, anyways, just be careful, guys. Here's one here. I know this is a game-used pant card because Upper Deck did a good job of authenticating like in the early 90s or early 2000s. That's like a pinstripe from his pants. But on the back, it says, you have received a Babe Ruth game-used pants trading card from the Upper Deck Company. On the front of this card is an authentic piece of pants worn by Babe Ruth in an official Yankees Major League Baseball game. So that's the type of authentication that I think makes a relic card valuable, that it makes it cool, okay? So, I mean, that's way different. That's
anyway.
The authentication on that card specifically says these are pants worn by Babe Ruth in a Major League Baseball game for the Yankees. That's the authentication that you want when you're buying a relic, especially if it's going to be someone like Babe Ruth. So this card's cool. The other one I showed is just a card numbered to 99 that's shiny that has a piece of wood in it. It's not a bat card though. In my mind, it's not a bat card.
Well, he either swung it with his hands or sat on it with his butt. One of the two.
Yeah. Anyway. But I think what the card companies are after, is to collectors to believe that it's what they want it. Like, for someone to look at the relic and then believe that the relic is what they want it to be. Mm-hmm. Just like what Mike O was talking about when he was talking about grading cards, right? You don't send in a card because you hope it's a 10, knowing that it probably isn't. You got to look for why it's not a 10, as opposed to look for why it is a 10. So when you're buying a relic card, you want to look for why it isn't an authentic Major League game used relic, as opposed to why it is.
Yeah.
You almost have to be cynical when you're buying relic cards. Anyways,
we live in a cynical world.
But the funny thing is, it's not like that information isn't available. I mean, it's stated right on the back of the card. It tells you. You just have to actually pay attention. You can't be you can't be oh, what's that word I'm looking for? You know what word I'm talking about.
What?
You can't be complacent. You can't be complacent. Anyways, I'll be right back.
I don't know what word you're talking about.
Oh, I'm talking about doing the
naive,
research when...
Naive is a good one, too.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We just had a weird thing. How do you guys feel about autos being authentic? I think they... I mean, I think the autograph has to be authentic. There would be no benefit to a company in doing that, and there was actually a thing where we just had a question about autograph authenticity, and I think all autographs are authentic, though I know Panini just had a thing earlier this year with Zeke Elliott autographs, and I think
those are
Dak
auto-penned.
Prescott is that they were auto-penned. So obviously Panini is having to do some work on that.
Oh, he wants to know what it says on my Bond's back card. It says it's a Bond. It's the authentication is good on that card. So, okay, so what the fuck was I gonna say?
Sticker versus auto, I don't care personally. I mean, I would prefer it to be on card, but stickers are fine.
I hate sticker autos unless it's like the old ones from like the early 2000s.
Like
those
the
ones were
Donruss ones.
Yeah, those
the
ones
silver.
were okay. Or like the old Topps triple threads when they first did the stickers with the hologram.
Yeah.
Those were okay. But okay, so like what I think of pack pulled autos is I think that if the manufacturer doesn't witness the athlete signing the card, you don't know who signed the card.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it's on an authentic auto. I just don't know that every single auto is authentic auto from the player pictured on the card, if that makes sense. So for example, like, you know, these guys could be handing like a stack of 100 or 1,000 cards to their wives or buddies and say, hey, could you sign these for me, and then send them back into the manufacturer if there's not someone actually there witnessing them signing the card. Now, I don't think that happens a lot, but I certainly think that happens. There's no reason why it wouldn't. I mean, you know, people are lazy. So, absolutely, I think that there are autograph cards that aren't actually autographed by the players.
But I think in this day and age, with the prevalence of grading cards and having the autographs graded as well, part of that is certification of the autograph by Beckett or PSA or whoever, JSA.
Yeah. Well, you had an incident with the Pujols rookie.
That was somebody just wrote it on there.
Yeah,
that wasn't graded. But I think that companies are doing everything that they can to ensure that it's the player's autograph on the card.
Well, I'm going to show you guys examples of sticker autos that look good compared to ones that don't. Well, I'll just show you like an example of a sticker auto that I think is fine. I don't have a problem with it. Let me find this card here. But obviously on card autos are going to be the most desirable.
That means that the player actually handled the card.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool to know that the player touched the card that you have autographed. But this one, I mean, like a sticker auto like that, I got no problem with. That's really well done. The sticker autos that I don't like is where, like, they use that clear sticker and they stick it on the card. It looks like a piece of Scotch tape or something with like a little bit of like holographic on the background, and they're almost like trying to conceal the fact that it's a sticker. I don't like those, but this type of sticker auto, to me, is pretty freaking sweet.
Isn't that the one that's actually built into the card as well?
Yeah, it's like a relic window. The auto's in like a there's like a. It's almost like a relic window where the auto's in. So that looks pretty cool there. Compared to like this on-card auto. I mean, the other card I just showed has a better looking autograph than this. I'd take that sticker auto over this on-card auto any day if someone said, okay, choose one. So, this old, I mean, that one looks nice there. But, and that's an on-card auto. But anyways, there's some example. That's an example of an auto that I like. That's a sticker auto. That to me is as desirable as a on-card auto.
I agree.
Yeah.
Those ones look good. I like those ones.
Yeah, the ones where they're trying to conceal the auto.
Like I have like a 2015 or 16 Panini National Convention McGuire. It's like numbered to 5, so it's like a low numbered card, but it's a sticker. Like literally, it's a sticker. You know, I don't know about sticker label size.
I know. It's like a piece of Scotch tape
right on the card.
Yeah, yeah.
And it like doesn't look like it belongs there at all.
Yep. And like with the like the Panini stuff that Bonds has sticker autos on, I hate those cards because they get, you know, the player has barely any room to write their autograph on. Whereas if it's an on-card auto, you get the full bold auto, and they're not limited to the size of the sticker. That's another thing about that. You get actually a better looking autograph on an on-card auto.
As a whole, though, for me, like versus sticker versus regular on-card or versus like still an autograph.
Yeah, but like if you have a card that's a sticker auto, and the exact same card where they do the design, but it's an on-card auto, you would probably pay about 1.5 times more for the on-card over the sticker auto card. Maybe. I bet you would.
Like 25% more.
Yeah, I would go. I would go 1.5 times.
An in-person autograph. Well, so you have an in-person autograph. Let's take a player like let's take Will Clark, because Will Clark does a lot of signings, right?
Yeah.
So an in-person autograph of Will Clark is gonna cost about as much as the actual value of the card is worth, maybe an additional $40. Whereas you could have a one-of-one superfractor auto of Will Clark that's going to be worth,
Will Clark
5-10 times more. But what you're buying in that in the pack pooled versus the in-person auto, you're buying the rareness of the card. Is really what you're doing with that. It happens to be autographed.
Because they're at least one player. Yeah. Yeah, Hamburger, I like that too.
So, like an in-person auto, like at a card show or a baseball game or a TTM auto, isn't going to be worth any more than that person's autograph would normally be worth.
Yeah.
So, now if it's like on a baseball bat, or a game-used bat, or just on a regular, that's going to hold more over just like a regular, like a autograph on 88 Don Russ or something like that, because it's a baseball bat. It's something that's a little bit more desirable. Or on a baseball, it's going to be worth a little bit more than, just a random everyday baseball card. But the pack pooled autograph is going to be worth more than probably all of those combined in a lot of cases.
Yeah, unless it's on an Allen and Ginter and you send it into PSA DNA and get it slabbed, right, Maiko? God, those cards do look cool. TTM autoed or in-person autoed.
Which, by the way, at card shows, and it's not always the player that dictates this. It's usually the person, the group or whatever putting on the card show. But like Will Clark was like $120 or something like that at that card show in San Francisco that we went to.
Yeah.
And because I was like, oh, Will Clark, maybe I'll get his auto. Never mind, it's $120.
Yeah.
I can get a baseball
Will
card
Clark auto $120.
Yeah, that's
no
what they
way.
were charging. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Whereas I can buy a Will Clark autographed baseball card for $40.
Oh damn, Jerome.
What would Jerome say?
Oh, he got a card. I don't know. It's like a big paragraph. I couldn't read it all. Yeah. It's hard to read like more than 3 or 4 lines because like when the comments pop up, they disappear before I have a chance to read all the lines.
And actually read the comments.
Oh,
watch our
okay. Yeah,
YouTube.
we're gonna double up.
Double
up.
Not that kind of double.
Like
up,
Sir
right?
Mix-a-Lot. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can jump in, huh? All right.
Hey, I'm watching and.
No, what did that 57 mantle go for on PWCC, the PSA 6? I know that Ray from Philly picked up a PSA 4 not too long ago, and he said he got it for, well, he implied that he bought it for about $200. He didn't say what he paid for it, but that was over $2,000 for a 57 mantle and a 6. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody probably shill bid that card. Big Poppy charges $400 for. God damn, man, Big Poppy. Yeah, you must be paying for the experience, not the autograph. If they're paying that much, $400.
Yeah.
Just be Pepino, man, and just do groundskeeping. After the Dodgers game and during the World Series, you get to meet Big Poppy for free.
Well, not anymore.
Well, the World Series is over.
Well,
but
he doesn't play anymore.
Yeah, I know. He did the post game,
did he?
dude. Come on, man. You know Big Poppy does.
Except he's gonna
him
like.
and A-Rod
I don't think Big
Keith
Poppy's gonna
Hernandez
stop
and
to.
Big Hurt, right? Pepino, you got to meet Big Poppy, right? So, Boog Pal signs for free. Oh, okay. Camden Yards. Oh man, yeah, he was as a Baltimore guy. Yeah, he was like kind of like what, a Sean Casey type player at Powell, I would guess, huh? Tons of PSA DNS like cards on eBay for less than the price of sending the card in. Yeah, I don't know why somebody would send in a card, get the autograph authenticated, and then sell it for less than it costs to get the autograph authenticated.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
2,575.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, that was definitely shill bidded. That's crazy. Who would pay that much?
That's partially why I don't like auctions.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a lot of shill bidding on auctions.
Like,
for
I've
sure.
gotten shill bid on, like, just stupid crap. And it's like, there's...
That's why I just put it down.
Because you can tell, because they retract their bids.
Yeah.
They retract their bids, so they're not even being considered.
Yeah, well, like I remember one time I got shill bid. I won an auction, and then the seller came back and said, "Oh, the guy that won the auction canceled his bid. You're the number 2 bidder, so if you want the card at your price, you can have it." And then the same seller did that to me again on a different auction. And finally, I confronted the guy and said, "You're shill bidding me. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna buy the card. Stop it." And then he told me that I was an idiot, but.
Well, I've had situations where it was like obviously shill bid, because I'll be the only bidder, and then like within the last 5 minutes there's like 5 bids, and then they're all retracted.
Oh yeah, that's shill bidding.
Like just before the auction ends, but then they of course eBay tries to sell it to you at the actual price that you want it at, right?
Yeah.
Well, I will go back and contact the seller and I'll say all these bids were retracted. The most I'm paying for this is this.
Yeah, PWCC and Probstein. I know that they're like the people that send their shit in to be consigned will shill bid their own auctions. And see, I see on these comments are like 10 lines. I can't read all that because it flashes on the screen for about 3 seconds and then goes away. How do you retract a bid? You just go in and you say you have to just go in on eBay and
you
can
do
retract
it on
a
your
bid.
cell phone though. You have to do it on an actual
Computer, yeah. I've retracted bids before, but.
Well,
Yeah.
I've only retracted them if I've figured out that I actually have that card. So,
yeah.
I buy from Probstein. Here and there, they're a great deal. I only bid in the final seconds. Yeah. That's usually what I do, but still, you get shill bids, even in the last 5 seconds.
Yeah, shill bidding is pretty freaking annoying. I've figured out how to figure out if something's being shill bid now. I was kind of in the dark about that for a while. But you can kind of look at the history of a card, and now they don't put like the eBay guy's full name on there, but you could tell by the feedback rating.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you have to look at it. So there's all kinds of different ways to do it. Anyway,
like checking multiple auctions for that person that have ended, and it's the same guy bidding it up the last 5 prices.
oh,
Jose Canseco has actually been making kind of a turn in the hobby, but he just signs a lot of autographs.
if you want to be schooled on anything that's new, this is not the channel. Because like Eric and I, neither one of us are prospectors, so we don't know anything about young players. And basically, the reason why I don't prospect is because you can have like the top 100 prospects, and oh no, you don't have to apologize. I'm just explaining. You could have like the top 100 prospects, and 1 or 2 of them are going to end up being stars.
Mm.
So what happens is you get all these collectors that are getting fucking woodies over these players that have never played a game in Major League Baseball, spending between $20 and $250 on their cards, and then they turn out to literally be nobody. Yeah. Mike O will know more about that stuff than me. He busts a lot of the newer stuff. But I got no interest in prospecting.
Oh my God! There's a Mike O and a Michael O.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, what cards do you guys have the most personal attachment to?
I'm not gonna go there. That's.
I don't think they have a Chrome update.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I
they
said,
do.
this
Yeah, they
isn't
do.
the
I'm
channel to
sorry.
watch. The only reason why I even know there's a Chrome update is because I see people breaking it on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know
But
anything about
I think it's
that.
like a retail exclusive at Target or something. I don't
The only
know.
Chrome update cards I have are Albert Pujols.
Ah.
His rookie cards.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah. But me, I like collecting established players just because, I don't know. I mean, people are always saying, well, you better get these cards before he's the next Mike Trout. But the thing is if you're paying $200 for a prospect autograph, what's going to be the most that card is going to sell once he makes it? $250, right? So am I really losing out or missing out? I mean, it's just silly
with
to me.
With the prospect cards, though, they usually don't hit the market until they've become at least, gotten into the majors.
Yeah.
Generally speaking. I mean, like Mike Trout, his cards weren't even worth money until a year after he broke into the major league.
Yeah.
Because people started, who's this Mike Trout guy? He was not a touted prospect. But like you have like new prospects that are gonna be hitting probably you're starting to see cards of them this year and definitely next year that are gonna be hitting. Those guys, they won't even hit eBay probably until 2019 when they've made it into the minors. It's like Chris Bryant, his rookie year was 2015, but his cards were big in 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
Because he was and Bryce Harper was another one.
Yeah.
Those guys were, like, right out of the gate, their cards were worth a ton of money because people were like, this guy's going to be good, this guy's going to be good.
Yeah, Harper is really, like, the only guy I can think of offhand, big time, that, like, was a huge prospect that people were investing in, and actually he panned out to what people were expecting. And even with Harper, his cards now sell for less than what they sold for before he even hit the big leagues. Like, I remember his 2010 Bowman Chrome autograph was selling for $1,000. Now that's probably like in a PSA 10 maybe a $500 card.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about and that may even be the regular Bowman before Bowman Chrome came out. But those cards don't sell for what they sold for before Harper made it in the big leagues. And Harper has at minimum achieved what people were expecting from him. He may even have surpassed that. just because he's already won an MVP.
Which has
and he's
taken
on
us
the
full circle.
Yeah.
Which is why, if someone offers you a ton of money for a modern card, you should take it.
Yes. Yep.
Because more than likely, 5 years down the road, it's not going to
Jeremy Lin, oh my God, yeah, Linsanity. Yeah, I remember that guy. He was with the Warriors, and then the Warriors traded him, and he got a starting job, I think, with the New York Knicks. And his cards went from $5 to $1,000, and now they're probably back down to $5. I don't collect basketball, but yeah, Greg Jeffries, that's a great example. That was like the first card where, you know, it was like, I think his 88 Fleer was selling for like $10 before he ever did anything in the big leagues. That was like the first prospector's card, I guess you could say. It was Greg Jeffries.
So we had a question from Justin RVB1 asking if we look for new Bonds and McGuire cards in new products.
I do, yeah. Absolutely, I look for Bonds.
So
But
a little easier for you with Bonds because he doesn't appear in tops.
yeah, he does. The thing about Bonds is he only has autograph cards. That's it. Literally, only autographs. Or actually in Panini you can get relic cards from him, but he doesn't have any base, like non-autograph, non-relic cards.
And unfortunately for me,
it's fucking annoying because I'd love to put a rainbow together.
That has a base product has McGuire cards.
Yeah, so you
and
got
parallels.
Yeah.
So I do buy them, but they're not. I have to like start earlier in McGuire's career to build up that part of the PC. Like that's always going to take priority over a new card for me.
Gotcha.
Unless it's like super low numbered.
Yeah, I mean I prefer collecting Bonds from his playing days, and I'd rather Kevin Moss, very good. I'd rather buy like the rare inserts from the 90s and pick up like his newer autographs just because that's what I enjoy collecting. So I already got a bunch of his auto cards, and the rare inserts, if it's...
You have like 100 and something, right?
Of what?
Bonds autos?
No, I don't have that many.
Oh.
I got it like more like 35.
Oh, okay. Thought you had more.
Nope. I mean, they're expensive, man. They start like for a shitty Bonds auto is like $50. And then his premium ones sell for $250 and up.
Jerky Jones, if you go back in this video, when we're talking about relics, you can actually see Nate shows a cool Babe Ruth patch card, as well as a memorabilia relic card. But I don't think you'll be able to go back and do that until we've actually posted it. Bonds is still signing for tops as far as we know. Hold on to those Greg Jeffries cards. Your aunts. Yeah, Greg Jeffries, Kevin Moss. Who else did you guys have in here? Eric Anthony. Well, John Olerud is actually pretty good. He won a batting title or two, I think. John Olerud. He had over 2,000 career hits. He wasn't too bad. That's so funny to me that the late 80s Mets were... He posted the late 80s Mets were supposed to be a dynasty with Jeffries as the centerpiece when they had Darryl Strawberry on the team at that time.
Damn, dude. That's like when the Angels signed fucking Albert Pujols, and then they got Josh Hamilton. That team was supposed to be a dynasty. Remember that?
Yeah. So Mike O did... So Corey Kluber won his second Cy Young.
Oh, shit, really?
Looks like.
So he's doing like Brett Saberhagen. Cy Young, not so good. And then back to Cy Young. Oh, yeah. Todd Van Poppel. Damn.
Who's that? Cody Bellinger? What are they talking about?
I don't know. We'll see what Bellinger, how he turns out to be as a ball player.
MLB awards.
I can't believe Kubler won another one.
He was the best pitcher in the American League this year.
Yeah.
I won't say by far, because he had the same number of wins as some of the other people, but his ERA was in the 2s, which is, I think, what got him the award.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm going to put on some music, man.
We're up over an hour here.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'll post it on the thing, but no one's gonna watch.
Oh, they'll watch. If you video it, they will come.
All right.
No data receive. What?
What the fuck?
What are you looking for?
No, I'm just putting in a CD because I feel like it. We've been on here for an hour, huh?
70 minutes.
Damn. We're a bunch of talking heads, man.
Are Houston Astros cards going up in value? If so, how long will that value remain?
Till spring training.
Well, I think Altuve. Well, I mean, even Altuve's cards are not expensive. I just don't think that the Astros don't have. They're not the Yankees, you know.
He wants to know if you're gonna fish again.
Oh, I will eventually. Once I get to the point of going, I can sleep in on Saturday, or I can get up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Once getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning outweighs sleeping in, I'll probably start bass fishing again.
Damn, dude.
I still go every now and then. It's just like it's very rare for me because I'm I got a 3-year-old and my wife is also doing like extracurricular school. Rattle traps and hula poppers. I like the poppers.
I don't know. I've never gone fishing with this guy, believe it or not. So I don't know anything about fishing.
I have a link actually to my channel on our YouTube page.
Oh, I've never even watched
you can click on it's just Eric Lee Fishing. It might be Real Bassin TV now or something like that. But just click on that. You can watch some videos I have up of bass fishing.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I don't know enough about fishing and be like, oh man, that's a good fucking fishing video. That guy stood on the boat, hella nice, man. You might want to read that.
I was asking, even though we're serious baseball fans, are we sports fans as other sports fans as well?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But like for me, it's funny because I look at a trading card of another sport, and I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I haven't educated myself on other sports. I'm just not interested. I really have zero interest in other sports.
Tuna fishing.
Tuna fishing, man. That's some like deep sea shit right there, isn't it? Oh, you got some fishing videos, huh? I know you got that lake where you post videos with your what was that thing? It was like a Hoover thing. What would they call them? I'm getting old, man. I can't think. Motherfucking.
Yeah, the hovercraft deals.
No, not the thing where you can record. What's it called? A drone.
Drone.
Yeah. Why can't I think of the word drone? Drone. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
So it cometh a underscore egg. You gotta explain to me what the hell that means. Your username. Because I keep picturing a freaking just like an egg in my head. I don't know. Oh yeah, I know you like to fish. Oh, okay, yeah, you bust out the drone, huh?
Can you fly it around the show? Just.
So, guys, what do you think of this idea? I was thinking for like my friends here on YouTube, we should do like a YouTube convention out here in California from time to time. But it would require everybody to come out here and visit us. It would be fun though. You know where I got the idea? You guys are gonna fucking laugh. But there's this channel on YouTube with these guys. They're like they chew tobacco, right? I forget what the guy's name is. Like it's this tobacco chewing channel though.
Probably Billy Bob something.
Ordering a fancy eggs and okay. And anyways, they in this video, like I guess there's this whole fucking community of guys that chew tobacco, and this goes back to Mike Baseball Card Collector. This one guy, man, his videos get like 10 to 100,000 views, all of them, and all he does is talk about chewing tobacco. But anyways, they had a video where they had a convention where all these guys went out to like the mountains somewhere, and they chewed tobacco together for like a whole weekend. And it was like the you know, like the highlight reel of all their years, and they're like, I don't know. I just thought it might be fun to do that with the card collecting community. Except instead of chewing tobacco, we go to like LCSs or maybe hit up a card show or something. I was like, if the chewing tobacco community can get together, surely us card collectors. I guess that's what the national is for. But I mean, I guess you don't have like a national chewing tobacco convention, do you?
I don't know, maybe.
Could you imagine that?
That is a population I am not familiar with.
Oh man, dude, that Pepino Man card. Actually, I have it right here. I got the shortest printed one out there, man. Doesn't get any more short printed than this. Where did I put that card? For someone that got so excited about that card, I need to. I don't have it here. I gotta put it in a top loader, I think. I know, man. Me and my fucking YouTube PC. Yeah, just so you guys know, this is my binder. My YouTube PC binder. This is all stuff that people signed and gave, you know, like when we send me packages. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the story behind this is in one of Pepino Man's videos, he said, I don't send out notes, I don't give my autograph to anybody, you have to ask me if you want one. And so I sent Pepino Man a care package, and in that care package, in the note I sent him, on Card Auto, yes, in the care package on the note I sent Mr. Pepino Man, I said, please give me an autograph. This is my first TTM request. So that's why I got an official Pepino Man.
Is that
auto.
what you were talking about when you said you sent out your first TTM?
Yeah. Well, my first TTM actually was to Will Clark, and I haven't gotten it back. So Will Clark, and I see a lot of people get Will Clark returns, but I must have done something wrong because I'm not getting my Will Clark return. I don't think I can't imagine me getting it back now. But anyways, I've made videos showing this off before, but I'll show you guys again. I got like this whole binder. I know we're getting a little off topic here, but I got this whole binder full of like stuff people sent me, and Yankees cards. Jerome, if you're here, what did I do? I had to save something because you don't send out notes either. Well, you do, but then you don't. So here we go. Yeah. Yeah, you send out like big old pieces of cardboard. So I had to like trim it down so I could fit it into the page. There we go. But I keep all that stuff, man. Sometimes I'll cut it out of things. So, I don't know. Anyways,
So
this is a fun.
Altered, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I alter it to fit it into my binder. So I got a pretty good collection here, though. But I've been doing this for like eight years now. So you start to, I mean, it's funny when you look through here. I see names of people that haven't posted videos in years.
Oh, you should show that one on my go. The very first one.
Oh yeah, this is the first Mike O. Autograph I ever got. Look at how young Mike O is there. Then you guys might remember Griffey Man 2430, and then this guy John. He actually is he makes movies, but he used to do YouTube for a while. He called himself John Greek on YouTube. Got more Mike O. Man, Mike O. I got the Mike O Super Collection along with Mikey. And Mike O. And then that's this guy right here. I don't know if anybody remembers him, but he was Card Kid 0107. That guy was super cool, and he like graduated from high school and disappeared. He went to college. I don't know whatever happened to him. That was a few years ago. Oh yeah, it's funny. It's my collection. So. Here we go. From Hall of Fame Sports Cards. I think that guy's card shop has the best logo. This logo reminds me of like the old school 70s 70s cards that came in top blaster boxes in the past. So someone sent me this after they saw my Billy Ripken fuckface up in your face video. Oh, Myco's got, yeah, Myco autos are, well, I don't know. Every time someone gets a Myco auto on a mail day, that's like the highlight of their mail day. So I don't know about them being worthless. Anyway, it's just a little bit of my binder.
Well, we're at 81 minutes. I think I'm ready to call it.
All right, guys. We're gonna make like a baby.
And wine?
No, head out.
Oh, ha ha ha!
All right.
We're gonna make like a baby in breach.
Kind of.